Welcome everyone, it's time for more Baldur's Gate 3, where last time we busted out of prison. Had a bit of a rough time with that, not too happy with how they planned that out, that is to say the developers. So basically what happened, obviously, we went to prison and they stored away all of our items, and the only way to get them back was to loot them, one item by one. That's not a good way to do it. A much better way would have been to have a sort of log of where everything was in our inventory and just return it to the correct place. Now granted, there was some sort of order in that. I think like all the weapons came first and then all the inventory as they were carried by each individual character prior to storing it in the chest, I think, but yeah, still, would it be nice with just a button that returned everything to where it should be, but that is not what we had. But there we go, I made it out of there. Had a bit of a chat with Gortash through a steel watch automaton, and he invited us to his coronation. We're not going there, not for quite some time, I think. And I hope that the game is not gonna, hold that against me. Hopefully. Also, we went to the place where apparently Jaheira had sent us, and there were a bunch of doppelgangers there. So now we know that the Harpers of Baldur's Gate, they are infected by doppelgangers. So never trust a harpy, never trust a harpy. Probably don't even trust Jaheira, to be honest, if we meet her again. But if she's in camp, hopefully she'll be fine. I have, by the way, set up my inventory again. Everything is now looking very nice and tidy, almost more nice and tidy than what it looked before, so I'm quite happy with that. Now, Baldur's Gate is in that direction. We're going in this direction because we are in Wyrm's Crossing. If you look at the map, we have Rivington over here, but we do have a small patch here that I haven't checked, and as I mentioned also in the last episode, I think, you can see that we have some area here, down here, that I haven't checked, so we're gonna just make sure that we have explored everything before we move on. So let's start by chatting to these lovely folks, who seems to be like vendors and stuff.
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for?
I mean, not really into that, but sure. Could buy a carrot.
If you're hungry, you know where to find me.
I mean, I agree, you have the goods, but yeah, not really that interested in that. Oh, hello, you are named another Dragonborn, Surichana or something, I don't know how to pronounce that.
If you are in need of some pleasurable assistance, might I direct you to Sharess's Caress? I only deal with referrals.
Oh, hold on.
I sense some hesitation.
Pleasurable stuff. Sharess's Caress. Are you saying Sharess's Caress is a brothel or something?
Does the hand not assist the lips?
That's intriguing that we're going to a brothel, if that is what we're doing. But right then, we do have something up. Bloody hell, camera, come on. There we go. So would this be Sharess's Caress then? As she was close to it. This is all looking very lovely. This kind of almost doesn't feel like the proper entrance. What is this then? Do I want to deal with Sharess's Caress in this episode? I might.
Welcome to Sharess's Caress, where our libations and sensual indulgences restore even the weariest souls.
It's a brothel. Alright, so we are here actually. Well, okay, fine. We have a lot of time to go in this episode, so Sharess's Caress it is. Let's chat with everyone in here. We are meeting up with a bunch of people, and I am happy to say that I have the censorship on here in case we get into some precarious situations. Yeah, alright. Let's just jog on in, say what's up to all the lovely people. And there's Valeria, the Holyphant, I believe you're called, but also Earspoon and Borgus Elamin. Let's start with you guys. Hello.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. 9 fingers.
Okay. Damn it, no history check. What about perception? As we try to butt in, so to speak. I'm probably gonna fail this one, aren't I? I am as well, yes. But that's fine. Could be nice to know what they're talking
No matter
about.
how hard you concentrate, you can make no sense of their conversation.
So what about me just joining in? Hello.
Damn right I do.
Oh, alright, fine, whatever. So they were talking about 9 fingers something, I see. Okay, down here, kitchen area with Sauceman Chorizo. I love it. He's named like a sausage. So, alright then, random citizens. Cool, don't care about you guys. And we have more random citizens. For some reason, you're a citizen. You are a dwarf citizen. You're a halfling citizen. What the hell are you then? You're also a dwarf citizen. Okay, we have an upstairs and everything. But, we have a murder case to deliver, so to speak, to this guy, Valeria. A Holophant, which is just... It's so odd, but you're a celestial or something, so I suppose you can look a little bit whatever. Hello.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something.
Well, how about I did the investigation you should have done? Yeah, you weren't really bothered by actually finding the real killer, so I did it instead.
Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
Well, how about the murder weapon? So, yes, there we go. Murder weapon, you kinda missed it, you know.
That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed?
Right. Oh, have I not actually figured that out? Well, that's a bit of a shame. Okay. Yeah, shape-shifting assassins, you know. I got that.
No. I want proof. If someone else killed Lorgan, I want you to tell me why they did it. Come back when you've got some real evidence.
Well, I do have real evidence, I just don't have that evidence. But alright then, we do know the name Dolor, so presumably we need to find Dolor somewhere. So as soon as I do that, we should be golden. Hopefully. That is to say, find Dolor, have a bit of a chat with Dolor, press Dolor for information. So alright then, a bit of upstairs. Is this interesting? It might be. Who lives here? This is a funky looking place. Purulent Bulb. That's locked though. That's locked, but when has that ever stopped me, eh? But do we start by unlocking doors here? I don't think we do. Let's come back to that later. We have apparently a lot of stuff to do in here. Maybe. I mean, there's just a lot of... Oh, bloody hell, camera, come on. Just a lot of just normal people that we are not interested in. We are interested in the Githyanki that's supposed to be here. Here's some human citizens. We have a fist. What are you doing here?
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste?
Alright then, is everything fine here? Yeah, think it's time. No, actually, you know what? Don't butt in. She's in charge here. I'm just gonna watch for now.
What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
I will drink your essence.
Hoots! Order up! Another tankard for the fist!
Well, see, she probably would have been annoyed at me if I had butted in. So, yeah, there you go. Oh, hello. It's Kira the cat. It's a cat. Let's do what we always have to do. I should actually just have this on, because this is, I believe, until long rest anyway. So just activate that at the beginning of, at the beginning of after rest. That should be the thing. Also, what are you, by the way? You're not an orc, are you? No, you're a wood elf. Ah, right. We don't see a lot of wood elves. I was wondering about the hue of her skin. It was a bit weird. So, hello, Kira the cat. What's up?
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering.
Oh, that is a very, very cat thing to say, yes. So, why the hell should I? No. Your eyes are two baleful jewels that strike fear into the most complacent of rats. Or your paws are fit to overturn only the daintiest crystalware. Also lovely. Your glorious tail can trip an unsuspecting servant with the grace of an empress. And then I can also not do any of those. No. Let's compliment your lovely, lovely eyes.
Oh, you are quite correct. I consider them one of my finest features. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved.
So, what do you mean by that? So, what about the shady pair? We didn't get to hear what they were saying. Any chance you know?
Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink.
Alright, so maybe if we, give them drinks, is that a thing that we could do? I don't know. So, alright then. Behind the fancy curtains, do you know what's in there?
The drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings. But judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are.
Now, that wasn't necessarily the most cat thing to say, but apparently you know the ins and outs of this place. So yeah, what about the clientele as a whole? What's your opinion of them?
That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But there is one frequent visitor whose very presence offends me. He dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure. Abhorrent.
So, any bets that that's Raphael? Probably Raphael. So we'll presumably meet him later. So would you be the owner, Mamselle Amira? Sounds like it. We can chat with you first. Oh, Corilla, hello.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by.
Ah, see, I was right. It's Raphael. So, alright then. Now, who are you to Raphael? Who are you to Raphael exactly?
I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time, have a drink, sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
Well, doesn't everything seem to happen in this place? Yes. Now what about you, Hoots Hooligan? Lovely name. Gotta love it.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sheress's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon. Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye.
I don't think I'm really interested in dropping like a wink of a spectator's eye, to be honest. So, not much of a drinker, me, and specifically not, well, whatever the brew is. I'm more of a wine person, thank you. So what's up with this place?
Sheress Caress, the mamsel's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't.
Well, I mean, that seems simple enough, yes. So, what kind of stories do you have? You're a barkeep. You should probably have plenty, right?
My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Amira there looks about ready to burst.
Well, that's intriguing. We shall go and have a chat with her in just a few moments. So... okay, what else do you have besides the new brew?
Have a look.
Or did I really just have 2 options to go into the store? Apparently I did. So you have milk, coffee, wine, Tyke pink, etc, etc. Nothing too fun then.
All set, are you?
Absolutely, thank you very much. Cool. So Raphael is here. We're gonna have a chat with him later, but let's start with Mamselle. I'm gonna say let's go over to Mamselle Amira.
Another drow for my feasting eyes. In darkness bred, yet no less delicious for it. Elegant, decadent, and oh so dangerous. I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
I don't really think that I'm into dwarves, you know. Also, you know, my girlfriend is standing right there. She's looking at you right now. So, yeah, you're actually kind of way off.
Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin.
Well, alright then. I mean, yes, you're not entirely wrong about the whips, because, I mean, I've been whipped already, and I suppose I liked it. I don't really know if my character did like it, in the end. So, alright then. The stern librarian, might she be back tomorrow then?
Sweeting, I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fionn's gone well missing. And my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind.
Oh, might you need help finding her then? I can do that.
To service is my calling, not to be served. But I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fionn's pleasure room, Elminster's library. Here, take the key.
Ah, there you go. So there's the key to at least one of the doors. I'm not entirely sure which one. It might be the fancy one. It might be one of the others.
I'm listening.
So, alright then. Drow escorts, apparently. Now that is indeed a bit tempting, I suppose.
Twins, yes. Hands of such skill they could turn stone to silk. Your body could suffer no knot they can't untangle. They're through the curtain to the right. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as you are.
Well, alright then. Any other options then?
Nisha, our lovely nymph. But she's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience.
Oh, that would be Raphael then. And also, yeah, the nymph's place, that would be the fancy door that I looked at, potentially, yes. So, alright then. Any chance the devil gave you his name?
Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
Ah, there you go. I was right after all. Alright then, so indeed, he's here. We shall probably go pay him a visit. Behind the double doors, that's just out. So, yeah, okay. Through the curtain. Apparently no admission or anything. We just waltz on through. So that would be the twins. Lovely. So they're just chilling. We have citizens, we have Queen Roll, the Despoiler. Now that's a name for an escort if I've ever heard one. We also have a citizen. We have what looks to be... Hold on. What is... Oh, it's on the other side here. Oh, alright, never mind. I was about to say, what the hell is this on the inside? No, it's just the teleportation thing on the outside. Never mind. We have a bard, chapeau. Let's chat with chapeau.
Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
Well, I would have if I could have, but I couldn't, so that's fine. Can I chat with you, Queen Roll? Hello?
You can stare as much as you like.
Uh-huh. Sure. Now, hello, kins, or whatever. We are indeed quite alike. Hello, Nymph Orleth.
My. I can tell you are a special one from a single glance. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
Alright, so as a drow, I can ask either how they end up in a place like this, or what kind of services. No, let's just ask about... I mean, it's coming from the right place, isn't it? How the hell did you end up here? Well, how the hell did I? So, yeah, how did you end up in here?
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfaces craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work.
Well, that's interesting that she would agree to that, because wouldn't she also treat men like dogs? So she's, maybe it's the twin thing, potentially. So yes indeed, we are immaculate after all, that's true, that's why they love us.
Life is prosperous. I'm much happier kissing the many lips of the surface than tending a field or manning a shop.
I mean, yes, sure. So, yeah, if you like the work, I can't really judge you, right?
I'd have to restrain myself far more than any play bindings do if I worked in another field. This is a place where I can be myself boundlessly. There are so many who come to me speaking of a fixation that no one else has ever been able to share with them, and never will again. A once-in-a-lifetime moment of passion. Every day. What could be better? Don't you want to try it? Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
Menzoberranzan love magic. A formidable practice, usually only reserved for pleasing the most insatiable matriarchs in the city of spiders.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement.
Now that is intriguing. Holy crap. Alright. So, Mesobaranzan love trick, you say? Oh, do I know that they are Celerine? I could have checked that actually before. Yeah. People probably don't know that you're a Celerine, but I do.
Darling, we are not fooling anyone. Unless you pay me to make a fool of you. You'll just have to see what is in store.
Well, that's a bit deflective. So, alright, and what kind of agreement are we talking about here? I might have to do a cut very soon. We shall see.
We want both of you, silly, at the same time.
Well, it's a fascinating prospect. I'd like you all to myself. At least the first time.
Oh, I like that you're open about that, but yeah, you know what? That's true. I mean, we haven't really done anything yet. Maybe our first time shouldn't be with a drow sibling couple. I'm with you on this one, Shadowheart.
I'm glad. Provided we survive, there's plenty of nights yet to come.
See? That's cool, Shadowheart. I like you. I mean, yes, I do like you. Like, quite literally. So, yes, alright then. Now, where the hell are the Githyankis? The Githyankis were supposed to be here too. But alright, then we have at least something that we can do. Because, yeah, going out, no Githyanki. Coming up, no. Which door is it that we got a key to? Because that would be where she is. So would this be the thing then? Yes, Elminster's library right here. How about we also check this?
Moan loudly in the library at all times.
Well, that's lovely and cute, I suppose. Rules of the reading room. Anyone caught pleasuring themselves in the library will be tethered to the bookcase of chained books. Any wizards caught examining the special collection without express permission will be commanded to read aloud to the whole library the passage they were enjoying. Anyone breaking the silence of the library will be promptly gagged. Well, now those are lovely rules, yes. And we have a surgical bed, because of course we do. Let's check here, overlapping lines, nothing too fancy. We have the hot tub, I was about to say, is it a hot tub? Yes, it is sort of a... Is this like historically accurate that you had like cloth in here? No idea, but you have a couple of nice things here. What the hell is this? A strapped choker leather ensemble, black flare leather outfit. Okay, we're having those. That's interesting. Shadowheart, I might have some new gear for you. We shall see about that. Haha. Alright then. Bunch of scrolls, apparently. That's interesting. Scroll. You know what? I don't even need... Okay, you know I can take it, because I do have party members that don't fly, even though I can fly at will. One night in Nashkel. That's kind of lovely. Butler's cane has a knob on the end. I suspect that's like a fun thing. Also, no, that's not blood. That's fine. We have some chains on the floor. That's also quite lovely. Bed linen and stuff. Hello, Fion's journal. There we go. Something important. He's getting worse. The whispers, the night terrors, the blood. I know he's hiding something. And the others in the flop house know it too. I've seen how they look at him, how they look at me. They're scared of him, and I can't blame them. I am too. Okay, so what do we get from that? That's Raphael. There we go. We found Fion's journal in her pleasure room. She seems terrified about something happening to someone dear to her and scared that the painters in the flop house will have noticed. Alright, flop house. Have I figured out where the flop house is? I don't necessarily think I have. A big pot, hello. Alright then, we can get out... Okay, hello. Ladder to the roof. Why? Why do we have ladder to the roof? Why is this important? I mean, we can get to all of these places without the help of the roof, can't we? No doors to get in. Or windows, maybe I should say. Can I get over here, but again... What? It feels like this should lead to something, right? But I can't immediately see that there is a reason to. I mean, could we have garden here? I mean, I'm looking at this level here. Is this a place we can't go to otherwise? I don't know. We shall climb down, because it doesn't feel like this is a place we need to be. But alright then, we have a lead on Fionn, the librarian. We also have the Devil's Den. This is supposed... Yeah, I mean, this is where... What I was looking at, right? Yes. This is exactly what I was looking at. We could just have gone here. So, I don't know why we were able to go up there. Raphael, you're having fun in Baldur's Gate. Well, Wyrm's Crossing, I suppose. You have Kithrak Voss. Here he is. That's interesting. Why are you together? Well, that's intriguing. Hello. What's up? Bit of a quick save. Yeah, what's up? What's up? A chat? There we go.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Well, that's intriguing. What the hell did you do? No, he obviously didn't cure me. He did something. Kind of feels like a party trick, Raphael. Why don't you do something real?
That was no party trick. Somebody's missing. Can't you tell? That illithid you keep in your pocket can't hear us anymore.
Huh. What's the catch?
I mean, I do, by the way, love the fact that we're just going around all bloodied. We could have gone to camp and just rested, but no, we're gonna be like this, damn it. So yeah, he absolutely did not cure us, he just sort of cut the mental connection that we have. So yes, indeed, you did offer a cure. This is clearly not a cure.
I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though.
Uh-huh. You presumably... Ooh. I mean, the prism is just the prism. Then in the prism we have the Emperor and Orpheus. I'm going to assume Orpheus, because Orpheus seems to be the source of the power, so to speak.
Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Alright, but if we do that, I die, so you gotta be coming up with something more, though. Yeah, why would I want to set him free? Because if I do, I will be a pawn of the Elder Brain.
I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain.
I mean, yes. So currently, well, here's the thing. All the evidence I've seen suggests Orpheus is my enemy. No, absolutely not. That is not at all what we've found. I don't know why I would be saying that. It is true that the Emperor is an ally. That is absolutely true. The Emperor and Orpheus, none of them were part of me being infested with a tadpole. That was the Elder Brain, or, you know, well, not necessarily Elder Brain, but the Elder Brain under control. The Emperor is currently helping me, you know, not become an illithid. Orpheus is just a means to that. Orpheus is not an enemy. So, yeah. So, right now, currently, the Emperor is the only reason I'm alive. And if you have an idea, you better damn make sure that I remain alive after we free Orpheus.
No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the gift for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
I mean, will I even get the opportunity? Because again, I mean, okay, fine. Yes, the Emperor might be lying. It might actually not be the case that we immediately succumb to the Elder Brain if Orpheus is freed. But if he is correct in that, I mean, we won't even get the opportunity to kill Orpheus. Okay. I mean, alright. It might be worth the risk, not necessarily, but if I wanted to, how would I free Orpheus?
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now.
Uh-huh. That's very convenient. Very convenient indeed.
Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
Okay. Ooh, are we gonna have to make a decision right here, right now? So, alright, I can just ask about what that is. Tell me what you want. Yeah, I grow weary, Raphael. Just come out and tell me.
I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
Uh-huh. I mean... Okay. top of my mind. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Like, why would you want that? Yeah, why so eager to get a hold of it?
I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic, a crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
I mean, yes, that is potentially bad, but also I don't care. I do care if you take the hells out of the hells and, you know, embark on the human world if you like. So yeah, doesn't necessarily fill me with joy that you'll... I mean, here's the thing, who's better, Zariel or Raphael? I mean, they're just devils, both of them, so... Okay, I think you make a fantastic Archdevil Supreme. And alright, what makes you think you'd succeed? And why didn't you take the crown? I'll take the crown and use its power myself, which is actually something that I might do, you know, in the end. But alright, and why do you think you could do this when Karsus couldn't?
I am no mortal, and I do not fail.
I mean, but how do you know? That's not an answer. So, yeah, if you don't fail, why don't you have the crown right now?
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play.
That is a good question then. If Mephistopheles had the crown, how did the Chosen get a hold of it? That's intriguing. Yeah, that is intriguing. How did they come to have the crown?
Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the hells. Deep in the hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
And right, we do have to make this decision right now. I suppose, like if I say no deal right now, do we get to do the deal later? So, here are my thoughts. Okay, here are my thoughts. Number one, I think I do trust the Emperor more, because the Emperor, so far at least, has shown that he just wants to be him, really. He's trapped because if he goes outside of the prison, he becomes enthralled by the Elder Brain. So he doesn't want to do that. He wants our help to basically just be free. I mean, as far as we know, the Emperor doesn't have like an ulterior motive to rule anything, to take anything over. He doesn't really even want us. He just uses us to, you know, make sure that he gets what he wants, which is fine. We are doing that too. That's a-okay. Raphael, however, he has grandiose plans. So that's one thing. Now, an important thing here. This crown, apparently very, very powerful. Raphael is about to make a mistake, I think, or he's about to make a mistake, because he's offering up the deal, that is to say, what we get and what he gets. We get what we get before he gets what he gets, so to speak. It's not just a straight up transaction right here, right now. I get something from him for the promise of giving something to him. However, at the point in time where we inevitably destroy the Elder Brain, well, we'll see if we do that, but potentially we do that, or at least free the Elder Brain of the crown, what is to stop me from using the crown against Raphael? Yeah, I think that Raphael is underestimating the power of the crown and the power of me. I'm clearly awesome, so I should be fine here, right? So I can say that I'll control the crown myself, but obviously we don't say that to him. And I can destroy the crown. You know what? To have the option, and yes, oh right, I was about to say that too. As the narrator said, I don't know if Orpheus will be on my side. But more importantly, again, as I mentioned before, if we free Orpheus, how do we know that Orpheus' power can shield me? I mean, let's say that Orpheus is on my side. We don't even know that Orpheus can protect me. We know that the current setup with Orpheus being chained, that does protect me, but we don't know that he can protect me outside of the chains. Outside of the Emperor's sort of usage of him. So that's a bit of an issue, but as I said, to have the option of doing it, I'll agree actually. Where's the contract, my dear sir?
What? You can't be serious.
Right here. You'll find everything is in order. The moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated, and I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal.
Well, see, now you didn't say that before. Now that you said that, that's awesome. So, yeah, and if I, for some reason, shouldn't give you the crown, exactly what happens then?
I will come to collect. If you refuse to give me the crown, I collect your souls instead. And then we all gather in the House of Hope. Me dressed in my finest silks, you skinless, hanging from a hook to watch as your world dies.
I mean, I think that's a fair compromise, yes.
Perfect. One more rhyme, for old time's sake. The master was slain within his own house. They dined on him both, the cat and the mouse. The hammer is yours. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When you do, shatter the chains that hold him. Be sure to keep the hammer safe until then. Your survival depends on it. And I'll keep your contract safe in my house of hope. I'll be seeing you, and when I do, we dine.
The ink has barely dried, yet you feel a growing disquiet at what exactly you just signed. Perhaps a diabolist can offer some comfort. Or a way out. For a devil's bargain is a hard one to break.
A diabolist? What's a diabolist? And also, Karlach obviously doesn't like this, but Karlach liked me a lot before this, so exactly how much do you like me now? How much do you like... Yeah, I see, you have a high approval, so, I mean, that was just a small snag, I think. But sure, Karlach, let's chat about this.
In here I thought you had half a brain. How wrong I was. You signed a deal with Raphael. What were you thinking?
I mean, in hushed tones now, but I have a plan, damn it. So, yes, go cry about it. And, well, we kinda need the hammer, potentially. But as a warlock, I can say I did what needed to be done, and sometimes unexpected deals have to be made.
You were too hasty. There would have been another way. And now you've given Raphael the right to your soul.
I mean, in the end, right now, I'm pretty doomed no matter what I do, right? So, he doesn't have my soul. If he gets the crown, I'm fine. Yes, I know that you're from the Hells and you don't really want him to be the sort of undisputed ruler of the Hells, but I'm not in the Hells, so I don't care. But, okay. But yes, actually, you know what, Karlach? That's fair. This is my deal, not your deal. I know that it might affect your homeworld, but still, it is actually my deal, not yours.
You are my business. End of story. As long as he has that contract, he owns you. I won't allow that.
Well, alright, so what would you do about it then?
We're getting that contract back. You heard him, right? It's in his god's awful House of Hope. We need to find a way in. I swore I'd never return to the Hells. But for your soul, I'll make an exception. Just this once. We need to find a diabolist. If we can find one worth their salt, they should be able to get us into that devil's lair. I'm getting in, getting your contract, and then I'm never setting foot in the Hells again.
Well, I mean, if you're not gonna set foot in the Hells again, then why do you care? Well, okay, fine, you care about me, which is very nice of you, I suppose, but again, didn't really ask for that. Okay, we have some extra doors there, but we're gonna end the episode by... Oh, bloody, why is everything so black? There we go. Oh, hello.
I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts.
Why are you hearing my thoughts? Stay out. So, I'm just glad to have you back. Let's be a bit underhanded here.
And I you. It's concerning that something could come between us like that. Especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was?
I can't say I do. Performers pretend to be clueless. No, it was the Elder Brain. I can assure you it was the Elder Brain. Now, 25, difficult, but I have plus 17. So, here we go. Oh, bloody hell. Good thing I have inspiration, huh? Because I can be wrong. Bloody hell. This is going well. Please don't roll a 3 again. There we go, that's much better. It was the Elder Brain, I swear.
Then the situation is worse than I thought. If it read your thoughts, it knows exactly what your intentions are, and it is already plotting countermoves to stop you. We must press on. I will bolster your mental defenses. Let us hope that allows us to regain some of our lost advantage before it finds you.
Well, let's hope so. And okay, you want to boost my mental defenses, I'm okay with that. Potentially that'll be useful in some other situation. Do I have that? I don't think I have that, but you said you did it, so I'm gonna trust you on that one. But alright then, let's find Voss. He should be... Where the hell are you? Voss, you're supposed to be here.
You paid Raphael a visit.
Alright.
I want to hear all about it.
Carilla, sure, we'll chat about that too.
A toast to Raphael's latest client, the savior of the city.
Uh-huh. Is it me you're talking about? I hope so. So, yeah. I hope you're right about that, saving the city and all.
The boss is always right, even though he's so very wrong.
Uh-huh. What do you mean by that? And exactly what do you do as an assistant?
When I'm not keeping my eye on potential clients like you, I make sure the House of Hope is fully secure.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Must be tight, that security.
As a noose. Doesn't stop people from testing it, though. Devils often have prettier hordes than dragons. Sneaking thieves into their vaults is a lucrative business. Doesn't usually end well for the thieves. But sometimes the thieves are rich, smart, or well-connected enough to come back in one piece. Take our esteemed Lord Gortash, for example.
She's enjoying your company, and the liquor has loosened her tongue, but she's anxious about the direction the conversation's taking.
Aha, I can be a bit persuasive here. So, alright then. Mind selling infernal secrets, or... yeah. Who do you think Gortash actually had help from? That could be a good thing to ask about. Fine. I mean, just don't roll low. Like that. Oh, there we go. I got it anyway. Lovely.
Yeah. A diabolist with a loose sense of duty and a hunger to be richer than Mammon. I almost wish he'd asked me. I'd have told him to stick his gauntlet where the sun don't shine and wiped that smug little grin off his face. Conversation's over. I've got to sober up and get back to work.
Well, we got something, but not the entire story. Now, where the hell is Voss? Oh, he's right here. I passed him by. Alright then, Voss, let's just have a bit of a chat before we end things off today.
Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
I did take the deal, but I don't know if I should tell you. Oh, that's intriguing. I can just show him the hammer, that's true, but I can also just say that I did it, but... Okay. What would be the benefit of decepting him here? Because I love a good deception, but yeah, why would I do that? To keep him out of the loop? Like, would Voss here demand expectations of me? That could be it. Alright, you know what? I might want Voss on my side here. I mean, because if we actually do decide to free Orpheus, he might actually be helpful here. So I'll just show him the hammer. I'm not gonna say anything about doing it the first chance I got.
The hammer? How can it be that you came to possess it? Was it Raphael?
The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. Can it be? Will the mighty Prince Orpheus soon illuminate the astral plane? Among the Githyanki, one gift is esteemed above all others. The Silver Sword. Take it. Wield it in honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son. Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the astral prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. Let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry.
Ah, that is why I shouldn't have said anything. Ooh, alright. Yeah, okay, so that was an important decision, because as I expected, Voss here on my side would be a useful ally, but now the Emperor knows. Now the Emperor knows. Do I just ignore him for now? I'll just ignore him for now. We're gonna get back to you.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought.
I just gonna say, getting into the Astral Prison might be a bit complicated. Orpheus sensed the tadpole before he got attacked. Yeah, if we free him, won't he just attack me because I have a tadpole?
The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you.
Oh, I'm not convinced by that, alright, but sure. It might be a bit complicated to get into the Astral Prison now.
Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others.
I mean, it's nice that you trust me, I suppose, but how do I do it? I actually don't know right now. Alright then, fine. We have that. We got a silver sword of the astral plane. Lovely, a great sword. Might be useful for our old lovely Karlach. We'll get to check that later. So we have completed that. Lovely. Now, am I not just able to use it? We're not gonna try it now, but I think I am. Potentially, maybe, I don't know. But alright then, yes, good idea that we went this way. I did not know that Sharess's Caress was here. I thought it was inside Baldur's Gate. So I think we've done all that we can in here for now. But we are gonna come back. At least one thing is we're gonna chat up with Valeria again, and I might want to check into that Nymphus place. I was locked. We might find something fun there. And we picked up more stuff, which means that we're probably not getting to Baldur's Gate in the next episode either, because we have more stuff to check. So we shall see, I suppose, indeed, in the next episode. For now though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.